or travel back in time to meet Sir Stamford Raffles.
Next station, Pasir Ris.
Wherever I may choose to go.
You send a tissue packet to represent you at the table.
Luxury of clean drinking water, and a luxury that most countries don't have.
Majulah Singapura. Thank you.
I was really surprised at how precocious the kids were, but what was really striking was the Q&A segment. I don't believe I've seen another English language speech competition where there was an improv section.
So what's your stance on paying people to learn to be kind?
It's not that cause and effect where I help someone, I get reward. More rather, we're trying to cultivate that good habit in them.
I think it's really good that you put the kids through that, because sometimes the best form of public speaking is when you go off script and you speak from the heart, and some of the kids were able to do that in the most excellent way.
We created NYOC, the National Youth Orator Championships, because we felt that students need a stage to speak. Students these days, our youth, they have a lot of things to say, but where is their platform? So we started the Master Speakers classes, where I think the first in Singapore to have just a class size of 4 and designed entirely so that you maximize the time speaking in class. But how do we help our students go to the next level, right? The next level is to speak in front of a real crowd. So the National Youth Orators Championship is that crowd, is that platform that we create for them. This year is our first year operating, and already we welcome more than 500 people here. At the semi-finals, they speak to 50 people. At the finals, they speak to more than 100. They deal with their first live Q&A in front of a crowd. They are asked about topics that they can relate to and that they have to stand for. But more than that, how can we turn public speaking itself into a vehicle to make Singapore better?
So I did about Singapore's history, Singapore's present.
I shared about my Singapore superhero. His name was Rizzy Lion. My topic is if I'm the Prime Minister of Singapore for just one day. I prepared a long time and I usually practice 1 to 2 hours each day. So I gotta do it. I can't let myself down and my teachers and parents down.
Kids these days are giving adults a run for their money. The standard that we have seen at P1 to P3, when I was at the age, I was nowhere close, right? But what I'm also excited by is that each of them see that the next batch really raises standards.
But actually, in one day, I think I did pretty good. And this is like a full-time scholarship on the line.
For semi-finals, my script, it had a little bit less personal experience. So I changed my final script to have more relatable childhood experiences, and I feel like it was worth it to make this change because the current personal experience, I feel like it's more me and I could talk a bit better.
Particularly some of them from last week when we had the semi-finals, that they'd taken on board everything that we'd said and in some cases changed their speeches, which is a very bold decision to take when you're young.
I felt a bit nervous before I went on stage, but then I got used to the stage and yeah.
He made me laugh, not once, but many times. And he's so cool and composed. And I could tell he really, really loves his chicken rice. And I think the most important thing is he's natural and he speaks honestly. So well done, Olivia. I'm so proud of you. I hope you had fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Thank you.
One of the reasons that parents often send them to classes because they say, I want my child to be more confident. And confidence is not something you can learn in a day. You can't come in the room at 4 o'clock and go out 25 confident. It's something that's an evolving thing all the time.
We can bridge the gap and be able to have a conversation with them.
Actually, it's just like mesmerizing when she speaks. Like she's so confident.
Because if I were to make it compulsory for everyone to join,
I like seeing that. It's like another side of her, because in class she's very goofy. She's very, very silly. Then when she's on stage, she's a whole different person.
This is one of the competitions where we bring together a huge age range from primary 1 all the way to the Youth Open. And then in our formats, lots of people stay through many of the sessions. So the younger students can learn from the older students, and the older students can also learn from the authenticity, the innocence, and just the get out of their own head, right? That the younger students do. So I think there's a lot of learning. We are very impressed, and wherever we have a chance, we turn it into teachable moments.
Afterward, they were like,
So I think I did pretty good, but like every parent does that. No one will be like,
I think my dad's feeling proud of me for getting into the finals.
Sounds like a great speech you're missing down there.
You guys can go then.
Thanks, bye. Bye-bye, 6-7.
Do you want your parents to say 6-7? Yeah! Parents, do you want to say 6-7? No! Who do I listen to?